let's look at a couple of percentage word problems. The price of a used textbook after a 35% markdown is $29.50. What was the original price? I'm going to take an algebraic approach here. We're trying to find the price, which I'm going to call P, and then I'm going to take a 35% discount, and I'm going to subtract 35% of the original price. Of can be thought of as multiplication, so 35% or 0.35 times the price is now going to have a sale price of $29.50. There's the equation we want to solve, and I'm going to pretend that there's a 1 out in front of my original P here so that I have like terms and can subtract the coefficients. 1 take away 0.35 takes us down to 0.65. P is equal to $29.50. And if you think about it, after you take a 35% discount, what you have is 65% of the original price. 100% take away 35% is 65%. Now, I'm going to choose to get rid of the decimals and multiply through by 100 on each side, and that will give me 65p is equal to 2,950. And then I'm going to choose to divide each side by 65 so that I can isolate the p by itself. And we find out, and you'd have to use some scratch paper on the side here, or a calculator if your teacher lets you use a calculator, is equal to $45.38. That will be the original price before the 35% markdown. Robert can take out a 3-year loan at 8% simple interest or a 2-year loan at 8.5% simple interest. If he borrows $7,000, how much interest will he pay for each loan, and which option is the best? Okay, we need to use the formula interest is equal to principal times rate times time, where the rate is expressed as a decimal. Let's look at the first loan, where interest is going to be $7,000, that's the principal, times the interest rate, which is 8%, times the time, which is going to be 3 years. When you multiply on the right-hand side, you will find out with this approach that the interest will be $1,680. Likewise, let's do the same thing with his second option, $7,000, this time times an 8.5% interest rate for 2 years. Multiplying this out on the right-hand side finds that the interest is $1,190. Which option will require less interest? Well, I think our answer is option 2, which is the 8.5% interest for 2 years is, I'm going to say, the better option, because Robert will pay less interest.